So my name is Jason Averill, and I'm from Ryrie, Idaho. I've been a volunteer firefighter for the past 14 years. Volunteer fire department is made up of a bunch of professionals that do other things, that volunteer their time to go out and serve their family, friends, and neighbors here in the community. A lot of fire departments out there, they've got full-time staff, but in rural communities, a lot of times it's necessary to have volunteers. Here in this area of Idaho, we're part of the Central Fire District. And we've got 4 fire stations that all work together, and each fire station has roughly 20 individuals that volunteer on that station. Best group of people you'll ever meet. People that just love to volunteer and serve others. So as a volunteer firefighter EMT here in Ryrie, a typical shift looks like a 12-hour shift that we volunteer for. You know, we've got a local ski hill that we run up to. We've got all sorts of backcountry areas that we cover. We've got the world famous Snake River that attracts people from all over the world to fly fish and boat on. We've got a local reservoir, Ryrie Reservoir, that has boating accidents occasionally. And so there's just a lot of really good outdoor recreational opportunities in a sparsely populated area. So we run a number of backcountry rescue trucks where our job is to go out and find the people who have been injured and render first aid to them until such a time as either a helicopter or an ambulance can come from a larger city to come out and assist. Working here on the fire department has given me a completely different understanding of miracles. You go on calls oftentimes where you see something where you're like, that person should not be alive, and they are. Or sometimes you find instances where somebody maybe should be alive and they're not. And I've just kind of come to understand that I think the Lord has His own timetable, and provided that we're willing to do the things that the Lord's asked us to do, and we try with all our heart, might, mind, and strength to serve Him, I think sometimes He gives us a little extra hand. I've seen many different car accidents where people just should not have walked away, and they can't even quite remember how they got out of the vehicle. And I've rescued people out of the river who had been not breathing for a long period of time. And the common man, you just think there's just no way this person has a chance. So I can definitely say that I've seen God's hand in this work. And as you're an EMT and you're responding to things, and sometimes you get a special nudge or gut feeling or prompting that maybe you should do this or do that, or think about something that you might not have thought of otherwise. Call it instinct, call it gut feeling, whatever you want. For me, I think it's God's hand often manifesting itself, and just to make me a little sharper, a little better than I might have otherwise been under normal situations. And the only thing I can attribute it to is some kind of a divine plan and authority, or something that is not quite of this world.